Hey guys, and welcome to World of Guns, Gun Disassembly. I've been practicing the Beretta 92, and we're gonna hop into the game mode for it. So I like to practice the game modes up so you guys get a better vision of how the games come apart rather than me just clicking on everything trying to figure it out. So take out the magazine, then you can just straight eject the slide. Pull out the recoil spring guide, recoil spring, barrel, locking mechanism. Okay, so here's kind of the part that's a little bit harder if you haven't done this gun a lot. There's a catch there, and there's an extractor here that you have to take apart before you can take apart the safety here. I had to take apart the right lever first, as you saw, and then the safety. Then there's a little pin here that needs to be pulled out, which is again tricky. Then you can take out the firing pin. Okay, sight. There's also two little pieces here, which can be tricky. So I like to take apart all my little stuff as I go along, so nothing's forgotten. Okay, now I can take out our screws. Okay, and then oh, that's stupid of me. Gotta take off your grips first. I got ahead of myself because I was gonna tell you guys, like, a thing I always screw up is I forget to take this out right away, and I have to start taking apart something else and I forget about it. But make sure you take your grips off first. Okay, I like to start taking apart the trigger next. Okay, this side first. Honestly, I think you can take these off in any order, or in either order. So that's that. Okay, and then you can take out the hammer pin. Oops, sorry, we can also take out the trigger now as well. Okay, hammer pin, hammer, and this is the part that kind of throws me for a loop sometimes, which piece it is. But you take out the hammer guide now. So, always throws me for a loop, but I think it is the sear that comes in from underneath, and then you can take off the ejectors. Okay? Like, you think you'd pull the ejectors from the top first, but no, you'd have to do the sear first, which is kind of tricky. So, sear, spring, hammer. Okay. I just check it for my own knowledge if you can put that in. But you can't. You have to put the hammer pin in first and then the main spring assembly. Since we already lost sniper, there's no point in me just trying that. Okay. And then do not try to put in the magazine catch. I'm actually just trying these things out so I know. Oop. Oh wait, sorry. Now I'm just being absolutely stupid. Okay. But it's good to actually kind of practice in game mode which pieces actually can go in where. So when you actually try to do it, you actually, well, you don't fail in Super Game. So. Okay, then I can also pull these up. Yeah. Oops. Plus side. Up. Grip up. Screw up. Screw. Firing pin. Release. Gotta put your pieces back in before you try to put the safety back in. Right safety lever. Extractor. Firing catch. Rear sight. Spring. Lock and block. And where the barrel has to go in first. And the recoil spring can go in. Okay. We got all that together, so we can throw the slide on. Assemble the magazine. And shove her in. Perfect. She's all together, 5 minutes, 3 seconds. Pretty good time. So we'll proceed now to the super game. Okay, so magazine comes out first. Assemble. Slide comes off. And like I said, since I have more trouble with this than anything else, I'm going to do this right away. Let's take off the grips first. Okay. Take out our mainspring disassembly. Slide catches. Assembling latch. There. Don't think that has anything to do with the trigger, but let's take it apart as well. Then we should be able to do the trigger. Hammer pin. Hammer. And as we know, we have to take out. Yeah. It's just that little pin is all you really can see. Or at least you can try to reach into the gun, but you just clicking on something you don't want to click on. Okay, so spring comes out first. Shooting up there. Barrel. The block. Okay, remember you gotta take out all these little pieces first. Then you could, for this angle, barely see that pin. No. Oh no, sorry. Take out the safety first. And then the pin. You don't want to get too far away, but if you're a little bit further away, it can be... You don't have to do as much camera movement. Which is a good thing to practice, because in the when you actually try to go for times, you can't do much camera movement, because any camera movement is a time loss. We forgot one piece. Give me a second to think. We took the side off, I think. What remaining things have pieces? I don't want to lose my... You could lose the whole super game if you miss, so... It's just one piece as well. Took that out of there. Move the spring here. Okay, wait a minute, think about it, 'cause I'm interested in what I would have forgotten. Oh! Yeah. Sorry. That's a pretty important piece as well. So we'll put the hammer spring guide back in. Okay. So I guess we can put the trigger back in. And we're looking for the ejector. Then the sear. Okay. Put that back together. Okay. So which piece goes in first? think this one. And then this one. And these can go on in either order. Okay, so we got the hammer thing in, so we can also put the hammer on. Pin. Mainspring disassembly. Putting the grips in. Screws. Grip. Grip. Okay. So gotta remember the correct order here. Don't forget to put this back together. Then it can go back in. Put this side back on. Don't accidentally click that one, because that will cause a failure. Let's put this back on now. Let's get it out of the way. Extractor. Then the catch. Put the spring back in. Then we have back the locking block. Put back the barrel in. Put back in the recoil spring guide. We can flip this back over. Load the assembly back in the slide. And done. So that's the super game. 6 minutes assembly time. Took us a little bit longer because, again, we're taking more time. And I forgot about the hammer catch there. So, we'll do a hardcore game here quickly. Take up the magazine. Take apart it. Pull out the slide. These can come up together. Okay. Then trigger. Here. Here. Here, 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 pin, here, here, then I think I can take out that, then the hammer, then take the spring out right away. Okay, so I think, oh yeah, part this. Right there? Yeah, okay. Sear. Injector. And are we missing 2 parts? 1. 2. Start assembly. Oops, shit. I lost my sniper because I was trying to be quick instead of it's kind of fun to be really quick though. So let's put all this together first. Okay, so extractor first. Then sear. Just trying to think. Let's go in. And then that. Here. here. Here, okay. That's not what I wanted. No? Oh, because I didn't put the trigger in yet. Haste makes waste, is the saying. Okay. And magazine. So pretty quick there on the assembly. Not quite as fast on the disassembly, but we did still do pretty good. So thanks guys for coming out for the games for the Beretta, and we will see you in the next one. Later guys.